So let's talk about what happened with decedents who died in 2010. And I'm going to talk very briefly because this subject alone could be 3-4 hours trying to figure out what do we do with all these people who died in 2010. Okay? The default rule is that when they reenacted the estate tax on December 17th, 2010, it was retroactive. Okay? It was retroactive to December 1st, 2010. So for those people who died in 2010, they're subject to the estate tax law, the changes in the law that came about after they died. Okay? The estate tax exemption is $5 million and the rate is 35%. You get a carryover basis for estate, under the 2010 laws I just mentioned, there was this carryover basis method. And that stays in place for estates over $5 million if you elect to have no estate tax. So in other words, a guy like George Steinbrenner, where he's worth $3 billion or whatever he's worth, his family is going to elect, which they can, that dad died in 2010, we're going to elect no estate tax. And by electing no estate tax, we don't pay any estate tax. What's the downside? We don't get a full step up in basis. But unless they're looking to sell the Yankees anytime soon, it may not be that big of an issue. Okay? But for everybody else, if you don't elect out of the estate tax, then you will get the full step up in basis. All right? Those people who are electing, who are not electing out of the estate tax, who are in the estate tax, I'm sorry, those people who are electing out of the estate tax get a $1.3 million basis adjustment. They can allocate $1.3 million of basis to various assets. For assets that the spouse has an interest in, you get a $3 million step up in basis. So the Steinbrenners get a little bit of relief, but the big relief they get is they're not paying any estate tax for dad's estate. And in order, another thing that they put in place is anybody who died in 2010 has to file an estate tax return by September 19, 2011. Okay? Now that's only for people that would be over $5 million. Okay?